Welcome to this workout today. So I got a special request to design a workout that was core, midsection, abs focused. So many of our workouts have a core component to it because our core and our midsection is really our foundation that helps us with our day-to-day movements and our mobility, the flexibility, even our strength. So we always want to engage that core, plus it helps protect our back as well. So this one here today is just a variety of different core strength type movements. Many of these we're going to just use body weight. Some of these we're going to use some dumbbells, so have a set of dumbbells nearby. We're going to do 15 to 20 reps of each one of these exercises. We're going to go through the whole set once, and at the end we're going to do a hold finisher, which is 3 exercises that we're going to hold for a period of time just to really engage that midsection. All right. Important thing to do first is always to get warmed up. So let's stretch, reach out to each direction. Tap that toe out, reach for each side wall. You're gonna hear me a lot today say, pull those abs in. All right, let's take it up in a diagonal. All right, we're gonna do a little twist. You're just gonna bring your knee up and just bring those arms just gently back and forth just to warm up that whole midsection. All right, let's kind of scoop down, bringing that toe up, but hinge at that waist, scoop down towards that foot. Bring it back up overhead. All right, let's just do some step out jacks. Again, let's march and push that fist out front, do like a forward punch. All right, let's get started. Our first thing is going to be a bicycle crunch. So we're going to get down onto our mat. And like I said, you're going to do 15 to 20 reps of each of these. So you're going to lay back on that mat, make sure that back is pushed into the mat. Use those hands on each side of your head just for some extra support. You're not pulling on your neck. And you're going to bring that elbow towards that opposite knee as it comes in. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Nice and slow and controlled. All right, let's get set. Let's go. Like I said, make sure those abs are pulled in, back is pressed to the mat. Bring that heel down as far as you can to keep that back pressed. Try to touch that elbow to each knee. Get that nice full trunk rotation and that ab work. Working those obliques. Do your 15 to 20 each way. Good. All right, next up we're going to do a bird dog. So we're going to get on our hands and knees and nice flat back. We're going to take one hand and the opposite foot out. Really reach both with those toes and those fingers. Bring them together, crunch those abs, bring the elbow and the knee together, and then stretch back out. We'll do one side and then we'll switch and do the other. All right, so get yourself in position, abs pulled in. Pull. Really concentrate on that area that you're working. Really crunch those abs, drive that knee in, as well as driving that elbow to touch. $15 to $20 on one side. All right, and then we're going to switch and do the same thing, but do the other side. So other arm out, other leg out. Let's get ourselves in position first. Abs pulled in, nice straight flat back. Bring that elbow and knee together underneath, and then stretch back out. You're doing great. Really crunch the abs, bring that contact, and then re-stretch. All right, nicely done. All right, next up is gonna be our plank hip dip. So we're gonna be in our plank position on one side, on that elbow, but you're gonna have that hand nice and flared out, that elbow underneath your shoulder so it's nice and straight up and down. You're gonna get in that side plank position. You're gonna just dip that hip towards the floor and then bring it back up to starting. All right, let's go. Abs pulled in, good alignment, position. You can do any sorts of things you want with that other arm, wherever it's comfortable for you. Whew. Those don't look like much, but you're gonna feel it. It's the name of the game. All right, other side, same thing. Get ourselves in position in our side plank position on that elbow. Gonna drop that hip down, bring it back up to starting. It's not a lot of movement. All right, one more. Good. All right, that really works those side muscles. All right, next up, we're gonna do a knee raise with a knee, or excuse me, leg raise with a knee tuck. All right. So on our back, put our hands, just put them in a fist, put them right underneath that rear end. Keep those hips tilted so our back is pressed into the mat. Abs pulled in, nice and firm. Arms up, or excuse me, legs up. We're gonna bring them down, raise them up, and then you're gonna bring them in. So you're gonna alternate. Raise up, and then tuck them in. You can keep your head elevated. You can keep your head on the mat, whatever is more comfortable for you. Again, making sure that that back is pressed into the mat. Only take those feet down as far as it can. All right, let's go. Raise and tuck. Keep it going. Nice, slow and controlled, really working, contracting those abdominal muscles. Don't hold your breath. Make sure you're breathing got this. A few more. But you do your rep count based on your progress and where you're at. Always be able to keep good form, but those last few should be challenging. All right, we're gonna grab one of our dumbbells. We're gonna do a Russian twist. So we're gonna do it in the seated position. So you have a couple options. You could either hover your feet off the ground, or you can put your heels just right there on the ground as well. We're really gonna be working that core, obliques, but also if you hold them up, you're also really engaging that lower part of your abdominals as well. So do which you can also alternate between. All right, so we're gonna take that dumbbell and go to one side of our hip and then bring it across to the other in alternating sides. You can twist those shoulders the direction that you're taking that dumbbell. All right, let's begin. View here. Again, if you want to put those heels on the ground, lean yourself back slightly, really engage that core. Good, nicely done. All right, we're gonna move into dead bugs. So grab that other dumbbell that you have. We're gonna go back onto our mat and we're gonna bring those knees up, bend them in 90 degrees. Now, dumbbell straight up overhead. We're gonna take one dumbbell back, extend one opposite leg, and then the opposite combination. You're just gonna alternate between the two. And when you're bringing that leg up, you're really gonna feel that lower part of that abdominal and core area working. All right, you can do this without dumbbells too if you'd like. You're gonna alternate directions. Make sure that back is pushed into the mat, abs are pulled in. Nice and controlled. Really think of that area that you're working. If the arm movement is too much, just do the legs. Just hold those dumbbells up and overhead. Do your 15 to 20 on each side. Nicely done. All right, now we're gonna do a plank pull through. You only need one dumbbell for this. But you're gonna get in your plank position, put that dumbbell off to the side. You're gonna put your feet just a little bit wider in that upper plank position, but you obviously wanna be in good form first. Then you reach the arm under and grab that dumbbell and pull it through. The further you set it out and away from your body, the more you have to reach under. Now you're gonna rotate a little bit as you go for that pull. Try not to do it too much so we can keep that whole midsection engaged. All right, let's go. Make sure those abs are pulled in, that back and that plank is proper position. Don't let those hips sag. few more. Nicely done. All right, next up is our wood chopper. So we're gonna get up, grab onto one of those dumbbells, and we're gonna do the 15 to 20 one side, and then we'll switch to the other. But you're gonna bring that dumbbell down by that knee, bend in those knees as well. So you're kind of a semi-squat position, and you're gonna bring it across to that diagonal, twisting your body just a little bit as you go, swinging it at that diagonal. Again, make sure those abs are pulled in. Keep that proper form. Keep your chest up. All right, let's go. Make sure you have good grip on that dumbbell. All right, now we're gonna switch to the other direction. So you're gonna bring that dumbbell towards that other knee and bring it to the diagonal up and above. All right, so down and up. Nice, fluid, another side swinging motion. Nicely done. Okay, you probably felt that in your shoulders and arms a little bit too. That is perfectly fine. As we know, many of our exercises are working more than one area at a time. Okay, next up is we're gonna do a warrior sit-up. So we don't need a dumbbell for this. We're gonna go back down to our mat. And so let's just kind of grab onto our knees, kind of rock yourself back so you're sitting a little bit more higher on your rear end. And you're gonna take those legs out, arms out, and then bring those knees back in. So really engage that core, only open up or go down as much as that's comfortable, and you can keep that good constriction and form. All right, let's go. Nicely done. All right, so while we're down here, we're gonna do some scissor kicks. We're gonna get down on our back, and we're gonna put those hands again, our fists, underneath our rear end, so we can make sure our back is pressed into the mat. And you're gonna alternate your legs going up and down. Slight bend in those knees, and just alternate from one to the other. All right, nice and controlled. Pull that abs in. Did the first set, so let's now do them out side to side. I take mine up and down just for an added challenge. Do your 15 to 20 reps on each leg. Good. All right. Next up is our sit-outs. So we are going to be in our kind of kneeling plank position. And we're gonna cover those knees. You're gonna bring one leg underneath and bring it out to the side as you open yourself up. And then you'll go the other direction. Okay, so you're gonna sit out and then the other direction. So you're just bringing that leg underneath and out. So I'm gonna move my dumbbells and do them on this side so you can see a little better. All right, so position, abs pulled in, nice flat back. Bring that leg underneath and out, and then the other direction. We're almost there. Good. All right. Our last move is going to be our standing crunch. And we're going to bring that knee to the opposite elbow. So no dumbbells are needed for this, but we're going to put our hands up in a bent elbow position. You're going to bring that elbow, drive it up, or bring it over that knee that's driving up into a high knee march. We're going to alternate sides. All right, let's go. Kind of get in a crunch in your abs as well as working those obliques. We're going to do 15 to 20 each side. All right, nicely done. All right, we're gonna do our hold finisher. We're gonna do 3 different exercises and we're gonna hold the position for a allotted amount of time. So our first one is gonna be a hollow hold. We're gonna hold these first 2. Our goal is to hold it for a minute. So hollow hold, or banana, what some people call it, kind of got that curved feel. Really push that back into the mat. Push those abs in, really engage them as well. If you need to, for your head, support your head, you can bring those hands kind of just gently holding your head as well. All right, let's go. Find a spot to look at. You're doing good. You're halfway. If you need to, just kind of reset, push that back into the mat, and get back into your position. Legs higher is a little easier. Legs lower are more challenging. All right, you got about 15 seconds left. All right, pull those knees in. Nicely done. All right, our next one's gonna be a Superman. So we're gonna flip ourselves over. You're gonna be on the front part of your body. You're gonna bring those arms up to hover, and you're gonna bring those toes, and if you can, bring those knees up off the mat as well. So it's kind of like you're flying. You think of it that way. All right, let's get in position. All right, let's go. Really tighten that core. Ooh, I think I'm flying. If you need to, just go down, take a couple of breaths, and then back up. Doing great. You're over halfway. You're almost there. On the home stretch. You got this. All right, relax. Our last hold move is going to be a plank, standard plank. So we're going to, you have the option to do it up on those wrists or down on those elbows. Again, making sure you're nice and straight from your head down to your heels. If you want, you can switch between. And I'll tell you when a minute is up, but then we're gonna try to go for 2 minutes. So I'll keep you posted on the amount of time. All right, let's get in position. Abs pulled in. Don't let those hips sag. Bring those back up. Protect that back. Keep your neck also in a nice neutral position. Again, pull those abs in. Don't hold your breath. Make sure you're still breathing. Okay, that's our first minute. Nicely done. You can stay up on these wrists, or you can go down on those elbows if you'd like. Really engage that core. We pull that in. It should be nice and tight all the way from those shoulders to those heels. Okay, that's a minute and a half. You're doing great. I'm gonna go back up on my wrists. Our goal is 2 minutes. We're almost there. We have about 15 seconds left. You can do it. Get that position in again. Make sure you're in good alignment. About 5 more seconds. All right, nicely done. However long you went, that was a lot of work. So nicely done, especially after doing all those core exercises initially. All right, so let's get down in our child's pose. So knees wide, toes together. Just sink that rear end back to those heels. Really reach with those fingertips. Let's take a few deep breaths through the nose. Blow it out through your mouth. Walk our hands one direction and really let that side stretch. You should feel that nice lengthening and stretching that whole side area of your trunk. All right, let's walk our hands to the other side. Same thing. Okay, we're gonna do some cat-cows. So come up on all fours and we're gonna curve our back up, really pulling those abs in. Hold that for a few seconds, then drop your belly down towards the ground. Lift that chin up a little bit, just a slight reverse or bend in that back, just to where it's comfortable. Let's roll that back up, pull those abs in. And then drop it down, chin comes up. And do each of those one more time. And drop it back down. Okay, let's come up on one knee, one foot out. And we're gonna take that arm of that leg that's back, reach it toward that ceiling, and then bend it just ever so slightly over that upper leg. Get a nice stretch. All right, let's switch sides. So other knee up, other arm up, bend toward that side. All right, you guys did great today. That was a lot of core focused movement. So nicely done. Also keep in mind that we do have smaller, like short, we call them mini add-on workouts. I have many of those that are core focused, the plank challenge, just standing core, something like that. Those are all meant to do in under 10 minutes. So maybe if you don't have the amount of time to do this whole workout all the time, you can always add those in there. Quick, easy addition to either do on their own or do after you've done another workout. So appreciate your support. Like I said, this was a request, so love to hear your comments. Keep those coming and keep coming back. Nicely done.